What's up, folks? So nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. We sure do appreciate you. I am your host for this new actual play. You might know me as DM or Derek. This is Death Roll, a high-level Spelljammer campaign set in my custom homebrew setting with a lot of shenanigans. It's high-level stuff. It is going to be an evil campaign, so if you are squeamish, look away! There will be mass violence. We are not going to be getting into the nitty-gritty and getting gross with things in that regard, but, it is going to be an evil campaign. It is a supervillain campaign, quite literally, about two overwhelming forces trying to claim a world's worth of souls and power. So, if that does not sound like your thing, I completely understand, but without any further ado, thank you for those of you who want to stay. I surely do appreciate it. Ted, Jihan, thank y'all for being here. I am super hyped.
Of course.
I'm ready.
Hell yeah. Well, let's get a couple of things out of the way. Who are you guys, and where can you be found? All that good stuff.
Wait, like me as a person?
If you have anything that you want to promote, basically.
No, I have no social media whatsoever. Get rid of all your social media. Destroy it. It's toxic.
Yeah.
You can't find me, and I make it that way. You can find me literally here every Monday.
Hell yeah.
You can also find me here on Monday, on Friday, and every other Saturday. I play games here. I'm on Twitter at Hussein Jihan. If you want to DM me and have a chat, you can find me there.
Awesome. Well, thank you both for being here. I surely do appreciate it. Folks, this has been a long time coming. I have so many things I want to say, but I think the most important thing to do is probably just to get right on into it. Our story begins deep, deep in the bowels of a cratered trench at the bottom of an ocean, where the sun does not shine. There's this huge throne room that was once absolutely splendorous, but now has seen the ruin of aeons pass over it. Indeed, this ancient ruin might be lost of its splendor, but it is by no means uninhabited. We see shadows passing in the darkness, some twisted folk. These seashell-like, sunken into their cratered bones. We can see no skin on any folks here. However, onwards they persist. Through the realm that they have to themselves, entire schools of cavalrymen being pulled by sea creatures of all abominable forms down here in the black, and all make their way to the center, the deepest part of this recessed pit. High towers that once broke the clouds now can't protrude from this sunken basin. And as we get a good glimpse of what all these undead folk gather to, we can hear a name whispered on a million mouthless tongues.
Kalan, 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 Kalan.
And as their cries reach their crescendo, a great door opens, revealing a throne room. Inside, a lone figure sits. This plinth upon their right ancient and sunken in water, just as they are, has just illuminated blue and purple and pink. 2 words emanated from that plinth as this orb rises up through necromantic fire. 2 words that awoken an aeon of slumber. Garner strength. The sound of metal tearing on metal, deep underground, even resonates off this old throne room. An old gateway, an arch of ancient design and machinations beyond reckoning has activated in this throne room. A form like a red moon sky beset by Gothic looming spires creeps over the horizon through a pane in this archway. And as we can see this figure begin to rise from its throne, an ancient, wrapped figure hovers through the water to their side.
Master, what is thy word?
Says Emil.
The day has come.
He raises his hand, and we can see your finest taking your back as you make your way through this portal. Your legion of depth guard, Kopesh and bows in hand, stride behind you as Emil follows you into this new world. As we take in the gaze of this red moon sky, we can hear the sound, even above the thunderclouds and the rolling lightning, of a heartbeat. High in a tower, with each pulse of it, a somber red light bleeds out of the window. Down far below, we can see a great number of various creatures of the night, from werewolves to wights, zombies. They are gathered and arrayed in the best amalgamation of what one could assume an undead horde could foment. A ship looms high in the tower, and we can see a number of figures disembarking from it. And after a long time, but the dead don't care to wait, we can see these figures emerging from large doors at the base of this castle. Mother, I can sense no life. I believe they are like you. Well, maybe not exactly. This...
One of a kind, right?
She beams up at you. And we can see, why don't you describe yourself and your daughter? I feel no one better to do so than yourself.
Well, Alma, being the vamp mommy that she's become over the previous campaign. What would we say she was? Tall, extremely muscular, having been a pirate before her now newfound unlife, when she ate a vampire lord and became a vampire. And then cast a wish on this small dragon child of hers to bind it to her will, which I'm told is a horrible monstrosity of a thing to do to a dragon. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
She loves her mom.
Yeah, that's good. That's all she needs to do. Good girls listen to their mommies and murder people. As for her appearance, she is small because she's only in Wormling, basically.
She's about 50
Hatchling,
years old at
Wormling.
this point. Yeah.
Oh right, I forgot time passed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she
but I mean
has
for
the
a dragon,
appearance
that's
of a child,
like
but she's like 50.
yeah. Small. Let's see, probably raven haired like Alma is. That jet black hair. She's got, what would you call them? Splotches? I'd imagine like little pieces across her skin of that bloodstone coming through, since she's a gemstone dragon. She was amethyst, but when I went and started playing with DNA with the wish, she drank a bunch of my vampire blood, and now she's all bloodstony. And super psionic. She talks mostly through telepathy. Very creepy. Would not want to babysit. I love her. She's precious to me.
Don't even look at my fucking daughter wrong. I'll kill you 2 noise to Sunday.
Well, I mean, I don't have to do it. Like, I'm pretty sure if you're like in an inn and you're just having your beer and you glanced over it and you met her eye, your head would just explode if you were like a farmer. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Then again, I don't think any farmer wants to be drinking on the night we stroll into the bar.
Yeah, so as your forces are arrayed at the top of your castle, we can see a great number of legionaries in what can only be described as all manner of crustacean and oyster and coral, anything that you can imagine to be found at the bottom of an ocean without light. And at their helm, Jihan, would you please describe yourself and Emil?
So Kalan is like he's like a sea elf. So he when he's not indisposed or whatever, he'll look like a regular dude. He's got some sharp features, a sharp nose, long ears. But he looks like a skeleton underneath. And he also has the black hair. He's like his soul, kind of black, And Emil is an old dude, He's he looks smart, He's got some cool hair, kind of long. He's got a beard. He's like the Merlin of the Egyptian world,
Nice.
And he looks like the king, but it's really me. I am the king.
It was me all along.
Kalan.
Along.
So, if you like this art that you see before you, consider commissioning my boy Andy of Lost Haven Art. He does fantastic work. He made this. This is quite literally what we are looking at. The forces are on the bridge, and yeah. You are kind of staring each other down at this point.
Did they just portal into my house?
He didn't really know where he was going for his innocence sake, but yeah.
Well, can I help you? You kind of just roamed in. Also, we should get that fixed. Let's turn the flintlock. People just walking in here.
Warded against things like that, Captain. I don't.
Well, I'm looking right at him. He's such a prick.
So Kalan will inspect. He'll walk around the ship, inspecting it, and
you're not currently on the ship yet. The ship is high up at the tower. You are at the bridge of this castle.
Okay, he'll inspect the vessel, and he'll marvel at its glory.
Oh, you know the way to a woman's heart then.
And then he'll like whisper to Emil, "It's a fine ship."
Is it floating, sire?
I
Why is it floating, sire?
It's the only way to the promised land.
Sail across the stars, as the prophecies foretold.
I
You both hear you and Emil, and obviously Alma would hear this too, but Alma's very much more familiar with this. You hear a voice in your head. It's rather rude to come to someone's house without introducing yourself.
Oh, is that me? They're talking to me?
Yep.
Oh. Kalan will take his weapon out and he'll say, "Show yourself."
There looks to be about an 8-year-old girl floating in front of you with a gem-like quality to her skin. It is this like deep crimson ruby color, and she's just kind of like harmlessly sloped upwards, kind of just floating there.
So precious, I will die for her.
Okay, so I roll. I start smiting. Okay. He's like, "This is not normal. The last time I was up here, holy moly, they've changed."
Normal. The guy that just crawled out of the bottom of the ocean. Talking to me about my floating child not being normal.
Anyways, I started smiting.
Kalan gives his best greeting. You know, he says, "Well met. I am Kalan, King of Nowhere." Hello?
Everybody just kind of waits, looking at you, Alma.
Me?
You're the lord of the land. Yeah, you.
Oh yeah, I guess it is my job, isn't it?
But
Rolling such a pain in the ass. Where's Erwin?
I imagine, like, whenever Kalan says the name of his empire, like, it, like, draws out, like, it's, like, erased from people's minds.
Taboo.
So, yeah.
Yep.
My mind.
Erwin is automatically like at your side as soon as you say his name. A bird from a tree flies down.
Beetlejuice's ass.
Well, he was sitting in the tree as a raven. He flies out, manifests into his humanoid form, and says, "Is there something I can help with?"
Oh yes, we have guests. An army of guests, might I add.
Yes, I see that.
Yes. And correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe my brain's gone in my undead state, but was it not Arya's current guard position tonight?
That is correct.
Okay. So you want to explain to me? I'm just immediately breaking on her.
First thing in the campaign.
So would you care to explain to me how an entire army showed up at my doorstep? And not even a squawk.
At this moment, squawk, squawk, squawk.
There it is.
I came as quick as I could. They're already here. She draws her weapons. Stand back. I'll protect you.
You know, Arya, I understand every castle has to have the jester, but kind of cutting the line there.
Are we not fighting?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure this is what's his name's plan. Necro Daddy. I'd say his name, but it would kill you.
But where
And
did they come from?
Apparently, they just portaled in, which is a problem.
So that's how I didn't see them, because how could I have expected them to have portaled in? And she's like, making her way over to the
How did you not see
side.
the giant astral? How did you not see the giant astral gate?
It's just it's not in my purview. I'm not familiar with. And she turns into a raven and flies away.
Erwin, please tell me she's not in charge of training the scout regiment.
We can reassign her.
Anyway, friends, welcome. I don't think we have to be at odds here. No need to raise arms. It seems like we're probably bound to be together anyway.
I imagine at this point, Kalon's like sitting in a chair with like some wine, with like servants coming by.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You had your small
repertoire
that
make yourself at home.
Yeah.
In my front yard.
Yeah. So, do your people benefit from this, or is that's just you specifically, right? Kalon?
Oh yeah, it's just me.
Yeah. So you see your beautiful people in all their fallen glory, but they still look beautiful to you. They have nice skin and these crystalline blue eyes that just remind you of the top of the ocean and the days where your people sailed it and ruled it. Alma, you see this macabre kind of Renaissance painting of a fallen king who it does have all of those qualities. What color are your eyes actually? Are they the same blue of your normal people, or do you have like a different color?
So I have like an icy stare, like blue, like icy blue.
Okay, so maybe a few shades lighter than theirs.
Yes, he stays frosty,
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. So, you see much of what I described as his people, but instead, that's only him. All the people that are like feeding him grapes and pouring him wine and holding the cup for him and fanning him are literally skeletons. They are wearing like these ancient silk garbs that are like ruined for the most part. Like it's literally just like the last. It's not even silk scraps anymore. It was the plates that like the silk was like sewn into to be fancied. So they're literally just wearing the plates. It's been so long that none of them have fabric anymore. But they do have like fancy ornate bangles and like they look well taken care of. But it looks like a fucked up Renaissance painting, which is just, I think, a Renaissance painting.
It reminds me of that one anime where that little kid is like human, but like his family is like that's taking care of him is all undead, and he's like, yeah.
I've been trying to get Derek to watch Overlord, so he can get some inspiration for Necronomulus's ass.
I need to.
Cool.
You need to give me your Crunchyroll.
I do need to give me my Crunchyroll. I'm just gonna keep sending you the scene where she magic scans him and vomits.
I love that.
So,
that's like all.
That's all I imagine.
So am I in Barovia right now? Is that where we are?
You're in Albuquerque.
Don't you fuck you. We were discussing what he wanted to rename it before the show, and he goes Albuquerque. I was like, I will fucking scream. Do not. It's like, fuck you.
Or Alabama.
No.
If that's the case, I think Kalan would have been more respectful, He would have drank less and ate less grapes and stuff,
You really like your grapes, I understand that. I'm not much of a food person myself on account of the vampirism, but...
Yeah. It just pours out of his stomach. It just pours out of his stomach, calm,
It's just like fucking Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah, my stomach's still all in one place. Which is my... yeah, I guess the kid eats still. I made her a vampire.
She eats a lot. Jesus Christ, she puts it away. Like, she eats, like, multiple, like, sheep a day.
Oh, I thought we were feeding her people.
Oh.
Sheep pork.
She's not 100% on like eating people because she has to get their memories from it, and it's not like always a pleasant experience.
Balanced diet.
Yeah, don't you dumb it down.
Yeah, she prefers the sheep just because there's nothing other than like a nice life living amongst a pasture and then suddenly black.
Great, my child has sheep brain.
She doesn't have sheep brain. She just anyway.
She's smarter than me. I'm pretty sure her intelligence is like past 20 already.
Is it?
I think as a wormling, I don't know. She's got a high ass intelligence.
She's got 16 actually as a wormling.
Yeah,
I
Alma's
took
is
those
not.
stats. That's the only thing that came from that NPC stat block.
What is Alma's intelligence? It's not. I'm way more Dexy than I am smart. Yeah, I'm 12. She's smarter than me,
Yeah.
which is to be expected. That's fine. She can't betray me, so it doesn't matter how smart she is.
So I imagine that you guys are having this conversation in the banquet hall at this point, where everybody that you
I get to host a fancy dinner.
Yeah.
Behold, rum cake.
Did you take time to master Strahd's rum cake recipe?
Yes. I made sure I sucked that memory from his veins.
It is.
I call them gore cakes now.
The gore cake is so unbelievably good. If you were a pirate, it would take you back to your youth. But you're not, you're a king.
Or you plummeted 1,000 foot, dude.
Yarg.
Yarg. That's our word.
That's our word. You can't say that word. That's funny. Okay. So, as this banquet kind of plays out, is there anything in particular that you folks talk about?
Well, I don't know if he mentioned a plan to you. All he told me was to get stronger, which, I mean, is kind of vague, to say the least.
I just relay the information, this is the meeting spot, This is
No,
the day.
I didn't know. I know now.
This is the day, the promised day.
Promised. I really need to talk to that fucking... Do I know he's a dragon? I'm just gonna call him the voice in my head. And he really needs to lay out those specifics. Can't just be dropping armies into my front yard.
There's been this weird feeling, Mom. Like, I mean, you feel it, right? It's actually maybe you probably don't feel it. I can't really read your
Language, lady.
thoughts. Well, I've learned it from you.
Yeah, almost swears like a sailor.
Well, maybe you can't feel it because you're kind of blocked off, but there's this, like, feeling in the sky. Way far away. But if I could see our orrery on the ship, I could probably plot a course. With the Gobbo's help. He's smart.
He is smart. He might be the smartest person.
For now.
Maybe too smart. You
think if I eat them, I'll get smarter?
So.
Flintlock.
Yeah. You know I don't like it when you get in my head. I'd rather you just say things out loud.
Oh, Flintlock, I'm hungry. And sheep aren't doing it anymore.
Knock it off. You know I don't like it when you pretend like that.
She begins like kind of like shifting through her form. These like scales start to glisten over her, and as we see her like beginning to very playfully chase the Gobbo around the banquet hall, she has turned into a full form, kind of spirally wormed wormling. About 50 years in age, so she's getting kind of big for a wormling. She's about to move into her juvenile stage in, a little bit.
God, the terror years.
Yeah, she is currently floating through the air, propelled by her psionic power, chasing Flintlock around the table, acting like she's going to coil around him and eat him for his brains.
Screaming nightmare at him.
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
Oh Jesus! All right, you two. That's enough playing. Go figure out where we need to go.
She stops, turns back into her humanoid form, goes, "Yes, mother," and just instantly floats out of the room, leading Flintlock up to the ship.
Well, I'll quit pestering my child.
He just gives you like the biggest glare.
Almost got that nat 20 in gaslight.
He leaves the room, and yeah, the doors close behind them.
But that shouldn't take the two of them very long. They're quite smart, if a little rambunctious.
I see. What is this place?
Castle?
Yeah.
Yeah, home, base of operations. Although, I mean, if you're counting the entire country, I kind of took all this from a guy who wasn't as fun as I am.
And then he's like, "You aren't normal. What are you?"
Oh no, I'm a vampire.
Oh.
As far as I know, the only one. At least around here. Well, if you don't count the night witches, but they're subservient, so we don't count.
We don't get many of your kind in the water.
Nope, we don't like water. I found that out the hard way. Went for a nice moonlit swim in the lake. Almost died. Also, sunlight sucks. I can't go into places without being asked, but that's not really a problem. I'm quite charismatic. I did almost melt one time trying to walk into an inn. Yep. And I eat people.
So can I let you in if I walk in first?
Well, I have my ways of convincing people to let me in. I can be quite charming.
Interesting.
But it seems, I hate to use the term master because I'm not quite fond of it. But it seems, the powers that be want us to go, gather some souls for him. More or less.
Aye. The promised land awaits.
Yes, this promised land you speak of is... You have a place like this? I mean, could we have met at your place? Not that I don't mind hosting. I mean, clearly, quite an extravagant castle. All the food we could eat, even though I don't eat. But you get my drift.
You're welcome to come down to the depths.
I might have to pick you up on that. But I also might melt. I don't know. Still trying to figure it out. Well, it's been a while, you know. I've had some years to figure out this whole vampire thing. I can turn to a bat. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Kalan's gonna turn to Emil, and he's gonna be like, we can put a bubble around it, you know.
Of course, sire. Yes, the largest bubble ever concocted.
I do like the sound of that. I do like accommodating bubbles. I noticed you have an old decrepit man that follows you around as well. Well, mine's not here, but similar.
There's a tear sound, and Exithanter, the Lich, enters the room.
I
there he is.
came as soon as I'd heard. What's all this then? Have you gone and replaced me?
No, wait, well, that depends. How big of a bubble can you make?
Bitch, I can make bubbles.
Yeah, but how big?
He just looks over at the other Lich. Kind of
I don't
like
think he-
floats towards him.
Huh. I think I've read of them. You're some sort of... what are you, a priest? Yes. Yes. I am a priest of my king, Kalan. Well, that sounds very drab. Down in the bottom of the ocean, whom would even hear your prayers? My prayers are to my king. You priest types are all so weird. Hierophant liches, can you believe that he branded that? Hierophant liches.
You don't. What you pray to? Well, he's getting prayers. I don't really get much from you, other than sass.
You want a hierophant? Go hire a priest.
It's on you. I don't know what a hierophant is.
It's that guy.
Oh, he's
Kind of like me, but
better.
no, God, no. He wishes. I learned mine through long years of dedicated study and practice. He just prayed to some dead god for God knows how long, and then when that ran out, he probably brokered a deal through old Necky, and now we have the king.
Didn't you forget to fill your phylactery?
I should probably be going.
Yeah. Senile old man.
He tears through another portal back to his temple here in Barovia, and he's gone.
Liches, am I right? Although it seems like yours is much more in line than mine.
Seems
More of
that way.
more of a what's the term? Orbiter than anything else. But he has his uses.
The Lich flanking Kalan kind of looks you up and down and goes,
I imagine I could probably take that one out with one good hit. Maybe two.
Takes 2 fireballs. Okay, yeah. There you go. You got there. It takes 2 fireballs to kill me.
he is not an arcane caster.
Oh, well then never mind. You don't stand a chance.
He is a divine caster.
Oh no. Radiant damage, my only weakness.
That's what a Hierophant Lich is. A Hierophant Lich is a Lich that got theirs through organized religious means, developing cults to Necronomulus and spreading his power through, or propagating his power through that means.
I mean, like Cyric, always babbling on about your gods and whatnot.
Yeah. Liches with sugar daddies is a packed Lich, I think, really. But close.
So he's pacted to you, or he's pacted to
No,
your
he's
god?
not a packed Lich. He's a Hierophant Lich.
Oh.
I was responding to something in chat. Bone daddies, if you will.
Oh, daddies.
Um,
That one works well.
Yeah. No, he's not a packed Lich. He's a Hierophant Lich.
Interesting. Well, those two should have our coordinates done by now. Can't imagine. Well, assuming she's not chasing him around. I told her not to, but she can be a bit.
Gonna sneeze.
No yawns.
No yawns.
No yawn fetishes. You have to pay for that. But yes, well, let's go check on them. See if they've got the ship all roundabout.
All right. So as we see you making your way to the top of the tower, where we see a kind of sky dock set up specifically for the Ebon Rose, as you cross the gangplank and make your way into the quarters, we get a good look of the ship. Ted, go ahead and describe the Ebon Rose for us, please.
It's a ship. A pirate ship. Yeah, how would I describe the Ebon Rose? It's probably been a little bit altered now. It's a spaceship. And it flies. Jet black. Kind of like a, trying to describe it without using Cal, because no one knows who Cal is. But like Cal's carapace stuff, that black,
Big black
shimmering.
Titan.
Yeah, big black chitin ship.
Yeah.
Uh,
That was how we always described him. Yeah, big black chitin.
PVC.
Like Daedric armor type chitin all over him. Looking ass.
and yeah, got a big fuck off cannon on it now. I imagine in the front of the, I don't know, my ship parts. I should have studied because I'm a pirate. the bow is the front. No, the prow.
I think it's the prow.
Big old cannon, like wedged into it.
I imagine the cannon probably takes up most of the ship, right?
Yeah,
It's fucking
yeah.
huge.
Well, we went with Bombard, and as we saw in session 0 when we were testing it out, that cannon does work. So I imagine it's most of the ship. It's a flying cannon.
It's like an A-10 kind of. It's a cannon with a ship built around it.
Yeah, the cannon came first. The ship came here.
Prow is the front, stern is the back. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate it.
Flintlock built the cannon, and then he's like, I need to take this cannon everywhere else. So he built a ship around it.
You rebuilt the Ebon Rose around it. Well, you probably just willed it to go into the right shape.
Will it? I will you.
Okay, so as we see you all embarking and making your way to the stern, thank you, we see the dragon.
Everyone in chat's a boat expert. Like, now I feel bad. Should I know this? Everyone in chat knows boats.
As you make your way into the like the orrery deck, basically it's like the command deck. You can see the small kind of like plinth that it sits on. It is this large table basically with like a white spot in the middle that kind of like winks when you're moving so that you know where you are, and everything around it is the celestial bodies or geological structures if you are close enough, like a topographical map. There is a helm at the on the other side of the orrery. The helm looks like a large captain's chair. It has the effects of the goopy little gobbo all draped over it, including his old pistol and his own hat that he wears when he flies. He has a different hat for flying. As you make your way inside, you can see that the dragon has wrapped its little tail around the gobbo and is currently lifting him up by the foot and just flying around in circles. She stops when she sees you, drops him, shifts once more. Hello, Mother.
Oh, like I told you to leave my child alone.
We plotted the course, Mother.
Good. Thank you. Well done. Head pats for both of you.
The gobbo's on the ground.
She's gonna eat me one day. I just know it.
But like, if Esmeralda was here right now, compose yourself.
He gets up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So, where are we heading?
I don't know.
You don't know. I thought you plotted the course.
Well, yeah, I plotted the course based off what she told me and just, using, like, math and shit, but I don't know where the fuck we're going. I don't think anybody's ever been there before. You want in miles or days?
Minutes.
He tells you the number of 10 days and minutes.
That's 10 days. Yeah, you could just give me days.
You
I gotta stop gaslighting my goblin. Okay. That's not too bad. Mother clearly plays favorites.
We leaving now?
Assuming our guests are done exploring the castle.
Yeah, we take all the riches we could find.
My riches! Joke's on you, I spent all my money.
That's funny.
No, I
You're spending
imagine
all my money.
I imagine we helped with the effort of stalking the ship and getting ready for a journey.
Good news is none of us have to eat for 10 days. So, oh wait, no shit. We need 10 days worth of sheep.
Oh crap!
Yep.
How many sheep can I fit into a bag of holding? If I really cram them in there.
I don't know. You're gonna have to look that up.
Fortune roll.
Quick math while we get on with it. Let's see. Where's the dimensions of a sheep? And before chat comes in here, start telling me how much sheeps are. Sheep experts. Dimensions of a sheep.
Emil's got Revivify, so you could bring one sheep and it will like bring it back to life every time she's done eating. No,
Nope.
damn it.
They're 50 inches long, so I think I could cram quite a food into a bag of holding.
Mother, we must have sheep.
Yes, dear. I'm trying to figure out math, sheep math. Let's see. The bag is 4 feet deep. Yeah. I
Sheep are
could
large.
ram 10.
Sheep are large, Mom. And sheep is not going to fit in the bag.
What if you eat? Can you like do the cheek thing?
I don't know. I've never tried.
Hey, Flo, come here real quick.
No, I don't like the way you guys are looking at one another right now.
You guys are telepathically coming up with some bullshit plan.
He kind of stumbles over himself and makes for the door to aid in the loading process. As you're all kind of like making your own preparations with one another, there's a rapping at your cabin door.
Come in.
Describe Lucerne.
Grab who?
Is it Lucerne?
Oh, Lucina.
Lucina. I thought it was Lucerne.
She's very what's the word? Not strict. I mean, she is strict with her troops, but there's another word that I'm looking for. She holds herself with a certain decorum. Damn it. I'm trying to think of a good way to describe it. Basically, when you think like military-made man, someone who like belongs in the military, and they just give that aura about them. That's what she's like. Comes in wearing her plate armor. She's got like a bat insignia that kind of claps her cloak. Also undead vampire. So pale. Do all vampires get red eyes?
That's the default. Yeah.
Yeah. And, she might have gold ones, just to differentiate. But tall, slender, very fit vampire night lady comes in, has her bat, like a night lord, like plate helmet with the bat wings, tucked under her arm.
Awesome.
That would be my general.
She is holding her helm as she walks in. She stands to attention as she does so. There's a solid clacking of the metal in her boots. Also, Gwen Alex says...
yeah, I'm reading that right now.
Yeah, not more than 6 on a good day.
Damn it. Absolute Giga Chad. Thank you, Gwen, for doing sheep math for me.
You rule, Gwen. So, she says, well, nothing. She doesn't say anything until she's dressed.
Also, heads up, just the way the campaigns tend to go, sometimes we get stuck on weird math, like how many kobold babies you can make in a day. Things happen.
Not that you can make that, a society of kobolds would make.
Yeah, like when you take... I took a whole community of kobolds, and it's like, okay, you guys just bang all day long, because I need kobolds for my kobold army. And then we had to do a bunch of math on how many kobolds that is. And it was a lot. I quickly ran out of room. I had to give them their entire plane of existence.
Yeah.
Because there was too many kobolds.
Yeah,
the island was just overflowing with kobolds.
This one clan of kobolds, just this one clan of kobolds that they found in the Underdark, and like brought them back, got a couple of the other tribes from around the local area, brought them into the fold, and then trained them as like a warrior society, and then they got taken to the elemental plane of fire.
Yep, because the island, our stronghold island, was just Natalie's
kobolds.
character Talia was like, you gotta do something with all these kobolds. They're fucking everywhere. Like, you're just tripping over them.
There was just too many of them. Butt grabbers just
too many
grabbing everybody's
kobolds.
butt.
Okay, so as we see the scene once more. Sorry, we keep getting off on the tangents.
It happens.
I have the ADHD, folks. I'm sorry, I forgot to put that tag in the stream. Yeah, she's standing before you at attention, saying nothing with her helmet under her arm.
Go on.
My lady, it appears that we will not have enough room for our guests to come along if we are to bring more of our own forces.
Well, Mr. Kalan, do you have an elite squadron you would prefer to bring? It seems room is sparse. Not exactly an army transporting vessel that we're on here.
So did we try to put them in the flag? Can we offload them for future use?
Yeah, you want to consume... Yeah, go ahead and paint us a picture. What does it look like when you do that? They're all like gathered down below, like still around the castle. Like they haven't come in or anything. Still standing. They don't get tired.
Yeah, the best kind of army.
So Kalan drops a standard. He's just like and then like magically like stands up, you know, and he's like, "Men, soon we depart. Be ready." And they all disappear, kind of like, and I grab the standard and tuck it away.
Fancy. It's a neat trick you got there.
So that's like my keep is like a flag, kind of, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's very convenient.
Trick is
Mine
you can't
is,
just, it's a bit more of a trouble to move around in some regards.
You can't. It's not a ship. You can't just like ooh, but you can just like whoop. Think Castle Dracula if you've seen Castlevania, folks.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to watch that.
We were supposed to watch that. That was homework.
I failed.
Okay.
I'll get to it. And then I'll make you give me a bunch of cool shit.
Yeah. So as you see Kalan performing this rite, I guess we could say, along the bridge, just as he said, his entire army like disappears with a gust of wind, and we can see his standard kind of glowing now a little bit with this ephemeral light behind it. Yeah, it kind of like retracts into this rod that, like, literally it was like these kind of spectral wavy flags that when the whole thing retracts and like plunges downwards, it goes from like a 25-foot standard into like a 3-foot rod that Kalan is very easily capable of just like stashing on his hip.
Very nice.
Be ready.
I guess we have room now.
She nods. Then we have enough room for our forces. At least
Aye.
us. Make ready.
That's all I need.
She turns on her heel and makes her way to get her or aboard.
Nice.
Any final things before the ship takes off?
Erwin, take care of everything while I'm gone.
As always.
How long do you think you'll be?
At least 10 days. Guess it depends on how much of a resistance they put up.
Well, I guess we won't go keeping any hearths warm for you. And he gives you this kind of like smirk because he knows you're undead.
You fucker. I'll kill you. No. I might kill your niece, though. But y'all have fun with that.
He claps you on the shoulder. Be safe, Captain.
You too. Keep my land safe.
No
more armies teleporting in.
Yeah, so as the ship begins to kind of pull off, we can see it's as like a far zoom out lens, we can see like a small form of the ship making its way across the blood red moon. And as it gets about like halfway across, that's where the scene ends, and we take our first break. So don't go anywhere, anybody.
Yay.
Gonna take a quick
I
5 to
gotta
10,
pee.
and I do too. We'll be right back with more.
Death roll.
Oh.
Back, folks. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for hanging tight. We surely do appreciate it. So, all right, folks. 10 days of travel. How do you kill
So
time?
many sheep dead. I play my pipe organ really dramatically. Make everyone have to listen to it.
Do you have performance?
I've had 50 years to learn.
Okay, you can take proficiency and perform pipe organ. That seems fair. Add it to yourself.
I like Strahd's pipe organ. It's mine now.
It is your pipe organ now.
It's my pipe organ.
So you hear ominous pipe organ music playing a lot while you're flying through space. So much so that it literally crosses your mind, Kalan, and not only your mind, your buddy Emil at one point says,
Master, do you think it possible? It is this music that gives us the power to sail the stars.
Kalan makes a check. He's like, I guess he would use his perception to even remotely think of such superpowers. You know, he's rolling on it.
I don't know if perception makes sense. I'll take
Is it religion?
I'll take
Arcana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You are confident. For the record, do I not have the dice tower up, by the way?
Oh crap! Yeah.
Oh, I do have it up. Okay, I wasn't
Yeah.
sure. I don't remember if I turned it on or not. Just use that in the future, please. But that's fine. It's not that big of a deal for the roll. You are confidently sure that it is not the pipe music.
You'll forget about the dice tower all the time, like I do. Also, there's these floating tabs bottom of the screen. They're super useful.
I hate you.
Emil, I think you've been asleep too long. Don't you see the gobbo?
The what now? Ah, yes, that one.
Maybe the music feeds his mind. Maybe it drives him to drive the boat.
That chair he's sitting in looks rather important. Should you not sit in that chair, sire?
Chair is not big enough for me.
Yes, perhaps you are right.
Colin's like 7 foot tall.
Yeah, big boy.
Right, well... Maybe that is how he controls it.
Aye. So, can I take a look at the chair? Is there like some type of apparatus that they use to control the ship?
You cannot make heads or tails of this.
So it's just like it looks like a regular chair with a dude.
I mean, it's floating. It's like pinned in place, but it is floating.
It's like Frieza's chair from DBZ.
Yeah.
The Gobbo is sitting in it, and he's kind of like looking at you guys, talking in a foreign language to him, and
Give it my goblin PTSD.
Why?
He just assumed everyone's gonna torture him.
Why do I get the feeling everyone wants me dead?
Kalon walks up after the conversation with Emil, and he's like, "How do you do it?"
With my mind?
And he says, "I see," and he walks away. It's his mind, you idiot.
Ah, of course, sire. Yes, is mine.
So Kalon gives him a pep talk, like he feels sorry for saying that. He's like, we can just ask questions. These are our new friends.
Do you not think they will keep their lore and secrets from us? That was our way.
They seem open. We could learn a few things from these vampires.
I'm not a vampire. I'm just a regular little gobbo. I've lived a really long life. Be quite honest with you, I don't really know how I'm still here. I thought I'd be dying by this point, but we spent a lot of time in the astral sea, and okay, bye.
The door closes.
And then Kalan says, "Interesting. They're not of the same race, but they care for each other." Because they usually kill people who are different, the ways of the world.
That was the way of a long time ago, certainly.
We just killed everyone. We were pirates. The great equalizer.
Alma, what do you do during these 10 days?
I was just playing Baby Vamp on the pipe organ the whole time.
That's literally the whole way. Okay.
Baby Vamp, do. Driving the fucking crew mad.
I thought you just needed time to think about it. That's fair.
No, nah. I'll play it the entire time. She does find that she has a fondness for playing the pipe organ now. She has found a flame of humanity in her undead heart for being dramatic on the pipe organ.
On the peepays.
Yeah, I think Kalan would read the local newspaper to get caught up on what he's missed in these past few aeons.
The local newspaper. What would it be like? The Barovian. I can't think of a B word that starts Barovian Bible.
Bugle.
It's just propaganda for Alma.
The Bugle.
The Barovian Bugle. It's very short on fact. It's mostly just praising Alma's name.
Alma sank this many ships in the astral sea this week and brought home this much gold. Hail Alma, let's fucking go Alma. Keg W, PogChamp.
The local sheep population is booming.
Kalan strongly approves.
Does Bach compose Toccata plus Fugue in minor for Alma? This was a discussion we had on break. My homebrew setting is not Earth in the future, okay?
No, it's Earth in the past.
It's not Earth at all, goddammit.
It's like Xanarkand.
That sounds familiar, but I don't know what that is.
It's
Anyway.
But aside from playing the pipe organ dramatically, the typical stuff, sparring with Lucina, tormenting my goblin. Styric's gone, right? We dropped her off on the moon.
Yeah, she's been gone. You've been Vampire Lord for 50 years now, if that wasn't obvious.
Oh god, time just melts when you're immortal.
Yeah.
Feels like just last week I killed Strahd.
Yeah. Right?
Oh, wow.
It was 2
she's
weeks
doing
ago,
all right. Yeah, I know. I fucked the joke up. I realized that when I said it.
It's all good. It was close enough, I guess. The joke still lands.
Hope the ship lands.
So as we kind of get the time card coming back from the break 10 days later, there's a rift that we can see the ship coming upon. For the last 2 days, you have been sailing through what the Gobbo described as a nebula, a star nursery, and from what he described it is incredibly fucking dangerous. The gravitational forces could literally pull you to shreds if you're not threading the needle. They couldn't really plot this course because they did not know that this is what they were going to be running into. And honestly, he tells you that it's tantamount to committing Minecraft to fly through this. So
this is Earth. Do we have Minecraft on the ship?
I can't say the word on Twitch.
Oh, you can't? I gotta make sure I don't say that.
Yeah. Yeah. So as you are getting closer and closer to the end of this nebula, you can see that it's spiraling outwards, and you're only halfway through. But then you see, for the last day of your travel, the course redirected you to this small black spot in the very center of this red and purple nebula. I guess it would be red and blue, right? As the ship has been careening towards the small black spot in the very center, it's been picking up speed, and you've already been traveling really, really fast, 100 million miles a day fast.
Yes.
But you start going even faster, and then you get a shriek from the gobbo saying,
Captain, we're caught in some kind of gravity well. We're not gonna make it.
And then as the ship is getting sucked straight to the center of this black spot, we can see that it's a large vertical slit that the ship passes through. And from the moment that the prow breaks the event horizon, you can see it stretching outwards into infinity, as if it's been stretching forever. And the ship keeps going. As you all have a moment to kind of look at one another before whatever is about to happen to you, you get this cold chill on the back of your neck, and it is not comforting.
Oh.
And it is not peaceful. It's as if the very finger of death itself is pushing you onwards and into this new realm. When you come out the opposite of this infinite tunnel, a process that literally does feel like forever, there's a billion blinding lights of different realities melded around you, and you can feel yourselves being stretched down by the very atom and pulled to the middle. It is a deeply uncomfortable and jarring feeling when you slam back together on the opposite end of this great eye of death. And if you will direct yourselves to the map up in the top left corner, that is where you find yourselves. The ship making its way out of the vertical slit of the eye of death in this realm. As you make your way into this new place, Flintlock quickly falls out of his helm, retching and throwing up violently. He puts his hand out for someone to help him, and we can see Ariana right there using some kind of psionic force on his mind to start calming him down and make him stop throwing up, just overriding his nervous system. We see Lucina making her way immediately to the deck, outside the cabin, slamming in through, not even waiting, just slamming in through the door, Captain, would you please explain to me what that was? And I mean, I don't know how you guys take what you just experienced. You can explain to all of us.
That sucked. Let's never do that again. Also, is the goblin okay?
Well, it being that he just felt the entire ship going through that. Not really, no.
Oh yeah, he's like one of the only non-immortal things on this ship. That probably just sucks for him.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks for everyone, but like the rest of us are kind of already living forever anyway.
He is on his back while Ariana is like using a fine napkin to wipe some of the vomit off the corners of his mouth, and he's like raising his hand.
Captain. Captain.
Yeah,
You're gonna be alright, little buddy.
I'll take his hand and lay on hands on him.
You pour some of your profane magics into this little gobbo to restore some of his vigor. And we can see through these black veins that like pour into his body, the meat on his bones kind of increases a little bit in a unpleasant way to look at.
I saw the moment of my death. I saw when I died.
Well, we could change that. I mean, technically, we died 1,000 times in Barovia.
He passes out.
Okay, that's probably for the best. Ariana, take him to the whatever our equivalent of a medical bay is. That cot over there.
Okay. She was like really confused. She was like, medical bay. We don't have one of those.
Keep an eye on him, please.
She nods. I'll keep my mind on him.
I get it.
So you are drifting for a while. What's up? Sorry, Cologne.
I would send Emil to assist in any way possible.
Yeah. He begins looking over the gobbo. He you can make a medicine roll for him actually.
Nice. Medicine.
I don't know if I actually gave him stats. Oh no, he does have stats. Yep. He does not have medicine, however.
Oh.
It appears as though his soul has been ripped out of his body and stuffed back in. I
That's
don't
not
like how
pleasant.
that bodes for these creatures. Your daughter, Captain, she's doing very well given the circumstances if she's still consuming sheep.
Yes. What of it?
It's strange, I thought I'd point it out.
It's strange that she's a dragon. She has to eat.
No, I'm saying that she's faring so much better than this little mortal. Her soul still is tethered to her corporeal form, as is his, whereas you have a distinct lack of a soul, Captain.
Thank you. Well, it's probably because she's had wish cast on her. The goblin has not.
So her soul carries your weight.
Pretty resilient.
Fascinating.
Goblin's not so lucky. I only had one.
Well, I will attend to the little green one. Should have him back on his feet in a little more than a day or two.
Much appreciated.
He
I
floats
guess
on
until
over.
then we're drifting. Tokyo drifting through space.
Yeah, can Kalon take a look out into the nothingness of the sea? Is that what it is?
You are no longer in the astral sea. That was what you were traversing until you got to a real space nebula that had a gravitational pull strong enough to influence the astral sea. And it was there that at the very heart of that nebula, at the strongest part of its gravitational pull, that you transmitted from the astral sea and into a realm, real space, as we would call it, a solar system, kind of, basically.
Ooh. So there's no air here.
Not where you're currently at, no.
Oh.
In the astral sea, you don't have to worry about eating and breathing and stuff. But
Do you still have to eat and breathe?
Alon?
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We'll be fine.
Well, you've already made the trip through the astral sea. Now you are...
Just floating.
Yeah.
Can't steer without my goblin. So I guess we're just kind of hanging tight until he gets back on his feet.
Okay.
So it's a couple of hours, and then you feel a psionic pulse at the wall of your mental fortress, Alma.
Hello.
Mother, I've finished aligning the orrery.
Yes.
It was a lot harder to do without little one. It took me a lot longer, but he taught me, so it should work.
And where are we pointing towards?
I think it's called Eva? That's what the orrery is saying. I'm not sure how to pronounce this letter. I've never seen it before. It has a weird little mark over the eye.
Mm-mm. Well,
Come here and I'll show you.
all right. Alma goes to find Ariana.
Falon, are you in the cabin when this is happening, or are you on the deck?
I imagine he'd be on the deck, waiting for the next problem to arise.
So as you are kind of gazing off into the void, you can see one brilliant red fire off in the distance. There's a glimpse of some teeny tiny blue dot to the celestial south of you. There is a bit brighter than the stars white dot on the opposite end, like directly opposite of that red. You can barely glimpse it, but it is catching the fire of that red just enough to illuminate it so. And then to the celestial north of that is this nebulous purple cloud. It is substantial enough that you can actually see it from where you are. It is quite large. You can see some strange kind of structure erupting from in it, like barely off the sides. It would be absolutely fucking massive for you to be able to see any detail in it. All it looks like to you is a tower. It would have to be an absolutely massive fucking tower for you to see it from this distance, though.
Alrighty.
In the orrery, what you can see, this table has a red circle in the very center of it. When you look upon it, Captain, and you know how to interact with this, you place your finger near it or whatever, it pulls up whatever data that your orrery is able to scavenge from it. Oh, thank you for the follow of SR8. Much appreciated. It says Agamemnon, Penitent Star.
Can't say I'm familiar.
I don't know what it means either. I mean, a star is, usually required for life, but it's got a weird name. Penitent? Doesn't that mean, like, it's sorry for something?
Maybe even stars can be sorry for something. They're gonna be sorry that we show up on it.
This place feels weird, Mother. I'm not sure I like it here. Let's be about whatever it is. We have business here and be gone.
I am in full agreement.
Alon, you feel your follower kind of hovering behind you.
This place feels somewhat familiar. Not as though I've been here, but as though it is known to me.
Sad.
Our ancient enemy. Man. I feel a great concentration of them in this place.
Seems we're going the right way then.
I wonder how many souls we shall claim. Enough to bring back up, do you think?
Kalan is gonna try to feel for the same. I guess feel for the presence that he's feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically like just using your divine sense. You fought mankind for so fucking long that, like, you've gotten a way of sensing them. Which is my way of saying you can use your divine sense to detect humans. Not humanoids, just humans. And as you kind of extend this power outwards, you can feel a massive concentration directly at the point that the ship is headed. The bow is aimed directly for it. But then you get something else.
Oh, okay.
You get the vestiges of some great power. Not a lot of it, but like the last traces, the last dust of it that is coming from the star.
Emil. More than enough. And he'll look in the direction of the star and kind of meditate on it. There's something else.
Is there anything you folks do in the 2 days that pass before the gobbo's fixed?
We'll probably take a long rest because I'm wounded.
That's fair. Yeah, you recover your use of your spell. Or your
How'd you get wounded?
Okay, we're both wounded. I guess traveling to Barovia, or what is it? Alma Kirky.
No.
I took
Yeah.
some
No,
force,
it is not. It is not that.
the force damage.
If you call it that, Emil dies.
Oh crap!
He's already dead.
He dies again. Okay, let me give everybody the old resty poo. Ooh, it is struggling to process Kalan because Kalan has so many abilities.
Oscar baby.
So for 2 days, you drift. You pass the time in your own ways.
Drifting.
And then
Yeah.
finally, what's up?
Oh yeah, Kalan will just be gathering information, trying to learn of the foe.
There's not really much information to be garnered here. I mean, you know man as well as anybody who fought them for over 1,000 years, right? You're pretty used to fighting them, but there's no telling what these people are going to be like. Generally, people are people at the end of the day, and it's probably just like waging war against any other person at this point. But with that being said, there's not really anything about these specific humans that you're able to gather from where you are presently. So at the end of this 2 days, the Gobbo is, for the most part, mended. He uneasily gets to his feet and says,
Captain, if it's okay with you, I think I'm gonna just take it easy for today and then we can get moving tomorrow.
All right.
he nods and kind of makes his way back over to his little cot. As you are kind of sitting there, you can see the sun's light catching on two shapes closing in on your position. Their trajectory is a wide arc. And they're huge.
Just very, very quietly, off in the distance, you can hear deja vu. As they get fucking closer. Well, that's probably not good. Ariana, can you pick anything up?
Oh my. Mother, they're despicable. I can
I know,
feel
it's
it from
this-
here.
Squid people.
Brain
Well.
pirates.
Rain pirates. The worst kind of pirate.
They seem different somehow. Organized, but chaotic. Not like the ones we faced before.
We'll just be more chaotic than they are. Lucina, ready the troops.
I think we should leave.
Leave.
The
What kind of...
two glints separate into from their formation, revealing three more on either side. A total of 6 of these nautiloids spreading out and converging on your location. Mother.
Well, shit. Flintlock, sorry, nap time's over.
What's
Tokyo overdrive now, please.
happening? What's going on?
Brain pirates.
Brain
Brain
pirates?
pirates.
He gets into his ship.
How many of them?
6 ships.
6 ships? I never seen that many before.
He immediately jumps back into the ship. Looks like he wants to throw up for a second.
Swallow it, Flintlock. Swallow it.
Wine! I need wine!
Why? It's pouring wine down his throat.
Let's do this, bitches! Strap in!
And we see the Evan Rose like stretch backwards for a second before it lurches onwards. As the ship very quickly moves out of frame and heads towards Theba. we can see these 6 nautiloids converging on the location. And on the deck of one of the ships, a bit larger than the others, we can see a much, much larger illithid. This one has a dark purple mottled skin. It's kind of gray and palish, but it's still a deeper purple, whereas every other illithid is that you are used to been seeing is kind of blue. He also has many more tentacles, and they are significantly longer. He wields this rather large staff, and he slams his hand onto this console in front of him, grabs a tentacle from this writhing mass of them, grabs another one from above him, and then pulls them together. There's this kind of dark shifting. All of the lights aboard, which were not very many, but all of the lights aboard this vessel wink out until it's only the running lights, these soft blue tones. There's this kind of insidious green mist that begins to billow from the center of that console, where that writhing mass of tentacles is. All of them are kind of stretched together, and we can see pouring out of them is this sickly, poisonous green mist, and they all form to make the shape of this putrefying, pale, sick brain. There's these weeping sores that run along his side. This thick black fluid that runs down it into the brine pool that's just so viscous you can't even see through it. There's bodies rising up out of it. They say something in a language that is unrecognizable. We get the subtitles effectively that says, they traversed the eye of death. The large purple mind flayer in command of this ship responds slowly with a head bowed.
Yes.
Track them. Take this knowledge to me. We would leave this realm. And that is where we are going to take our second break. Don't go anywhere, folks. We are going to be right back with more Death Roll.
Hey, pirates. Oh, death roll.
Welcome back, folks. Thank y'all so much for waiting. We surely do appreciate you. Hope you're having a fantastic evening. Hope you're enjoying the show. I know I'm sure enjoying running this. It's been a lot of exposition, but eventually it won't be. I'm ready to stop expositing, to be quite honest with you.
Oh no.
Not quite there yet, though, unfortunately. As I mean, the music turned off for no reason. Okay. So as we come back, we can see the ship lurching into its full speed, launching you across this piece of realm space very quickly. So quickly that you don't even really have the time to take in what it is that you're seeing, but still an image gets burned into your mind. The image of a great dead man pinned forever to the center of a realm, serving evermore as the source of its life, doomed to die again and again and again. And as soon as you're able to take that in, it is over. And you see before you, as the safeties systems re-engage on the ship, and you slam back down to a normal flying speed as you are very, very close to the atmosphere of this planet. You see a new world. Thiva, veiled in clouds and fog, and absolutely covered in the power of what made it. Ship breaches the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And as it does, we can see the crew gathering in a rather large chamber. The orrery at the center, all of the forces, heads or representatives present. And they see before them this new world. Day is shining in the center. Night shrouds the outskirts. After about an hour of deliberations, point is met. Wistria. Wistria will be where our party makes landfall. Wistria will be the first town doomed to die in this campaign.
Oh boy, here we go killing again. Imagine being the poor merchant family that saved up all their money and they're like, we finally get to move to Wistria. We get to live our dream life and open that bakery we've always wanted. Oh, is that a pirate ship in the sky?
So, Wistria was chosen because it is a relatively isolated town in the world of Thiva. The population here is substantial. Enough. The forces protecting it, however, are minimal.
Favorite.
They will have a militia and maybe a small portion of an army. But they don't have enough to resist you and your forces outright at all. And so it is that the assault on Wistria has begun.
Hi, Wistria.
Alma, please tell folks what it looks like when you use your BSB cannon.
Anyone ever seen Independence Day? Except on a much larger scale. Any Warhammer fans in the chat? It's like a small Titan cannon. Not as big yet. We'll get there. Man, what do they call those? Hellfire Is it Hellfire cannons that are the arm cannons of Titans? I can't remember.
Dylan in chat would know. He might be lurking right now, but I know he would know.
If he is, he's probably screaming at me. He's like, you know, when you hear someone say something horribly wrong, and you're like, no, they're not.
You fool! It's a fucking
sorry.
plasma cannon!
Most of my I'm sorry. Most of my Warhammer expertise is like within the Adeptus Sororitas. Like I've read pretty much all the books. That's where my expertise is. It's like comic books. Warhammer's so big I had to pick an area to specialize in. And Titans was not the one I picked. But yeah. Alma slots her sword into a plinth of sorts, and that fires up the big old fuck-off cannon. Which is going to ruin a lot of people's days. Great for us, though.
Yeah. As we see Alma twisting the blade that is sticking into the mechanism. Again, it's a cannon with a shit built around it. This baleful black-red fire lines down the cannon, and there is a sound of thunder. Crack! That tears across the sky. We can see this bolt of black-red flames strike straight into the heart of Wistria. For a moment, it just tears across the horizon. There's a pause, and then a flash of black and red after it. We see where the shot landed into the ground. The buildings are aflame. There's this huge rent carved into it, and the path is like still hot, like basically glassed and melted. But then we see the back half, what hit the most populated center of the town. And it is just ash. There is a couple of structures still standing. And at once, half of the population of Wistria was turned into their own shadows on the ground.
We did it. I'm going to make a bigger cannon.
Lucina is entering in, stands to attention with her helm in her arm. My lady, we are ready to deploy. We will take the ground.
Go for it.
She slams her helmet on, makes her way out onto the deck where we can see a massive white bat. Explain to folks what a Kruger bat looks like, Ted.
A massive bat. You had it right.
It's
like soup. I mean, they're huge. They're fucking. What are they? Small building sized. They're big boys and girls.
Yeah.
She mounts this large
vampire-esque bat that immediately sets about off the deck, kind of pushes the ship down momentarily before it plunges down off, and we can see a great number of others taking flight below her. And down they dive. Your Hierophant, Emil, looks to you, Kalan, and says,
Shall I deploy the depth guard?
Yes. And Kalan's gonna take to the field himself. He's gonna let loose his wings and make his way down as well.
Very well.
and he begins like incanting a ritual to unbind them from the rod. We can see him like making these strange sigils through the air and this like array like illuminating, and then your rod begins like charging up. Yeah, he is going to stay up there until he is in a safe position for him to join you. We see Kalan diving down off the edge on the tail end of these huge bats. Captain, how do you join in?
Oh, we do the old leap off the side of the boat there with my telekinetic dragon child. And just catch us right there before... Well, actually, I don't need her to catch me. I can just miss right before I hit the ground. She'll catch herself. Wait, she doesn't need... She has wings. She can fly. She's good.
Alright. Folks?
It's slaughtering time. These poor farmers.
Place yourselves on the map, please. Wherever you want to be.
Oh man, we did a number on them. It's a cool map.
Thanks, dude.
What?
I made this in like an hour.
Really? You're
Yeah.
getting better.
Thanks, man.
Speed map.
I guess Colin would take a look over here. See what's going on.
I'm going to unlock your token so you can just move yourselves.
Unlock us. Ah! She got, like, she glitched into the ground. She's T-posing. She's about to launch out at nuclear speed.
Only fitting music, right?
Fear not, Wisteria. We've come to save you from yourselves.
Alright, folks, so, you go about killing townsfolk, or anything special other than just slaughtering peasants?
I love slaughtering peasants. Like the good old days.
I'd say Kalan feels the thrill of battle take over him for after such a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to call slaughtering peasants the thrill of battle. You are carving through a sea of people, and yeah, the folks that were closest to the blast zone, as you can see, were just kind of turned to human glass. The buildings are on fire, and there does seem to be a small number of people gathering on Kalan's position.
But is there anything special about them? Are they the leaders of this place?
Give me a perception check, please.
Okay. Very perceptive.
That was not in the tower.
Oh crap. Oh, wait, let me try again.
Toe beans. Got your toe beans.
So, you're pretty sure that the adornments and refinements this person is wearing would designate them as a nobleman of some kind, or at least somebody with some semblance of authority in this town. The men that are around him are wearing armor. They have shields and spears, and there's a couple amongst them that actually have swords. What you remember about fighting men is that men with swords means that they are professional warriors.
So, Kalon is gonna scream, "Come fight!" to their biggest warrior. Or it's compelled duel.
Okay.
Alright, there you go. Wait, did that work?
They all come out to play.
Yeah, I compelled duel all of them.
I don't think you can compel duel all of them.
Oh, okay.
So you can do this guy who does look like a professional warrior right in front of you. He is a bit bigger than the rest of them.
Oh, the veteran.
Yeah.
Alright. Do I get a attack on him, or
You have to roll the. You said you're using compelled duel, so I need you to roll that onto him to make him make the saving throw first.
Oh, okay, I thought I already rolled, but where's it? Compel duel.
No, that just showed me what your DC was. That didn't actually make the roll.
Oh, okay, this guy Wisterian veterans too.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he absolutely fails. He draws his blade, throws down his shield, and comes at you like full fucking force. Like,
I'll scour this world of your wretched evil!
Oh, Kalon will smile up.
Everybody. Sorry, go ahead.
He'll smile at this, and he's like, finally, a real battle. Initiative.
You get to do your followers too.
Oh yeah,
Nice. Like mother, like daughter.
nice. Tower.
Okie dokie. You don't have to roll initiative into the tower, by the way.
Oh, okay, we both rolled 9.
You both rolled the same things as each other. That's hilarious. Alma goes first before this duel actually starts. This guy's plunging at you, and you say what to him, Jihan?
Said finally a real battle.
There you go. All right, Alma.
Looks like we landed a little bit shy of the party. Heads up, Wisteria Veteran number 1. You should have looked the other way. Remember to put my sneak attack on. Before I stab this guy at the back. And then he's gonna get... Oh shit, I swung wide.
Shit, you swung super wide.
He was actually a little bit more perceptive than I thought he was.
Damn.
I give him my inspiration.
I'm sorry, neither one of you have inspiration right now.
Oh,
Not inspired
An
enough.
episode for you to catch up.
No, I'll give it to the guy, Mr. Veteran number 1. You survived the death strike.
Yeah, so you slip out from the shadows. We can see you landing from where you were standing in there. You would have had to hop into your mist form for a microsecond because the difficult terrain up there. So just teleporting out and then slicing out with your blade. He at the last moment sees you and then falls onto his back with his shield, and your blade is just pinning it to the ground and through his shoulder. We can see a little bit of blood kind of welling out. It doesn't do any actual damage to him. He's had worse. But we can hear your sword screaming in your mind. The only thing that can get in your mind.
My mind.
Feed.
Yeah, let's go see if the bite connects. Yeah, you're taking the bite.
There you go.
Oh god. I don't know if I was supposed to roll with that.
Yeah, of course it would. Why wouldn't it?
Well, I didn't know if a sneak attack... Can you bite a sneak attack?
It's just another weapon attack, right? You're using your bonus
Well-
action to do it.
And yeah, it is piercing. Yeah.
You would be able to use your sneak attack on your offhand weapon if you missed with your first one, if you're dual wielding, so yes.
True. Nobody expects me to be a vampire. And he gets bit.
Yeah, where do you bite him? Next.
Yeah, that's usually the go-to.
Yeah. So we can see you just like... Is it horrific when you bite into him, or is it just literally like just a sexy lady bites man's neck?
Oh no, we're not in sexy lady mode. We're in Tokyo Ghoul Eyes Bloodlust mode.
Okay.
We're 30 days of night up in this bitch. It is not pretty.
Your jaw looks like it like distends roughly, and your whole like lower teeth are just daggers as you chomp into this man's neck, drink deep of his blood before you rip out tendon and muscle and sinew, and he cries out in absolute agony. All of the men around him instantly like, oh fuck, oh god, oh by the lawns, by the lawns.
I also need a Constitution saving throw from him.
Okie dokie. Can you drag the effect onto him?
I cannot.
Okay. You got an 8, 10.
I don't know what's the DC against Constitution saving throw. I do not know what the DC for the bite is.
'Cause it's...
Well, I'm assuming a 10's low enough. So he takes a little. Oh, that wasn't that great. He takes a little bit of extra juice.
Okay.
And that'll be almost turn.
Yep. We can see his body is dripping with some black veins. It is Ariana's turn.
It's gonna be funny.
The child floats up mindlessly next to you, just kind of like happy, and then we see her head like turn down, and she looks at all of the people.
It's gonna give it to you.
Okay.
This is where the fun begins.
Good luck.
Oh yeah.
Correct.
She
Fucking
just,
boom.
she just extends her hand, and
Uh-oh.
all of them kind of like look at her for a moment, like and like put their like shields up front, like their spears out, like gasp, and then she just like twists her hands, and all of them just like a fountain, one after another. Their heads just explode in a shower of gore,
Beautiful.
covering the area.
Gwen was like, I thought you were trying to bite them, not chew toy them. He was stronger than I thought he was. I like to play with my food.
Yeah, she just took out an entire line of them with that psychic lance.
Boy, I hope you guys have good therapy in Wisteria.
Any other thing with her turn?
She have a bonus action. No, I don't think she's got much she can do, so she will she's quite content with that.
Okay. Wisteria Militiaman number 10
Dear God!
saw a line of blood fountains erupt on the opposite side of the field, looks over to the big old Death Knight and is like, well, we can't interrupt a duel. Charge!
I like how his honor is still intact. I can't interrupt a duel. They just nuked my hometown.
And he is going to charge at you, Alma. That would have been a nat 20. From where you are, on top of this dude, having just ripped a piece of him out, this dude just comes around and like thrusts his spear at you, which you easily just like grab and break in your hand with like a flick of your wrist. He like drops the other end and like takes a couple of steps back in disbelief, like, oh by the lords. Militiaman number 11 says samesies. And he's going to rush over, and he's going to throw his spear.
They're learning.
Which, again, you are able to just, I imagine, probably pick this guy up because he doesn't technically have the prone condition. Just pick this guy up, in which the spear like slides into his back. Narratively speaking, no damage is incurred.
It's like, the third time this week, Ryan's thrown a spear into that dude. God damn it!
Number 12 sees what's going on over here, is going to rush over here and stand kind of close to the fire.
I attack him.
Does that break your compelled duel?
I don't know.
You should read the spell description. I'm pretty sure it does.
Does it?
I'm pretty sure it does. I don't know though. I don't know how your stuff.
I don't know. I never used it on Anvil. It does.
Oh, yes. Never mind. I don't do it.
What I figured. He is going to throw a spear at the demon child.
You know what? The balls.
It just like stops right in front of him, or like right in front of
The
her,
demon child.
and she like drops it, and like the camera focuses on him behind, and he's just like, "Oh, by the Lords!" And we can see he's absolutely pissing himself.
He just turns it and throws it at the dude who just got speared by the other guy. He's like, yo, stop throwing your fucking spears.
Absolutely, why not? Number 15.
Do it. Throw your spear, number 15. Just pin cushion this dude.
He's going to get up on this building
Where he finds a lich.
where he finds a lich, and he's going to charge the lich.
Oh, wow, you know what? They get paid a lot.
Why do all of them have disadvantage on all these rolls? I don't understand.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was too. Are they scared? Because Alma's not
Range
dodging.
in melee is what it's saying.
Oh, they're using their bows, huh?
Just walking up to him. Skyrim combat.
Okay, that is not a hit. So I just need to, I guess, roll each of them with advantage. That's annoying. That's fine. Number 16. He is not going to stand on such principles. He is going to attack you. He's right next to you. Oh, god damn it, I did it again.
No, it's disadvantage to me because I got my displacement
Oh,
cloak.
you're right. You're right. That tracks. So he thrusts his spear at you, and he sees what looks like it going through you, and then it's just like this kind of woof of this kind of sea green blue flame that just sparks around it. He, like, you're probably like still just like slow walking towards the veteran guy who's like charging towards you and don't even notice it. Number 2, charge the demon. Charge the demon.
Charge the demon child. Burn her!
Burn her. That one. He tries
He
to...
pissed himself.
Yeah. He like just charges straight at her, and she looks at him, and he just like drops the spear and like, "Ah!" And yeah, he's absolutely
PTSD. Up there in the ship, fucking Flintlock's just like, I get it, man.
I get it, man. That shit sucks, bro. This guy is gonna join his homie attacking the lich. Another miss.
Jesus.
And then this guy's
They're-
gonna do the same.
They're not having a good day.
No, I'm just rolling doo-doo.
I mean, I feel like it's thematically appropriate.
It is.
Oh,
that's
God.
true.
Two super villains just jumped into your town.
So yeah, all three of these guys, like, at the same time, see this guy up there, like, look at each other and like, let's get him! Rush up, and then, like, charge with their spears and their shields out, and he just, like, very quickly puts up his hand and, like, just deflects all of it with this, like, black magical fire. All of them, like, kind of, like, jump backwards. It is Emil's turn.
Get him a meal.
gonna do a lot of damage. So
High level fireball.
I'm gonna use my divine smite on them. If I can do that.
I don't know if he has that. I changed him up a lot.
Okay, I'm gonna use. I just apply the effect, and then I attack.
He has that? Where is that? Buddy.
Oh.
You're attacking with your character sheet.
Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap!
That's what I was saying. Stop. He doesn't have that.
Oh! I thought we go at the same time.
No, you have individual initiatives.
Oh, okay.
He has a
'cause it's
higher
both-
dexterity, so he goes first.
Oh damn, dude. Okay. I'm learning as I go.
It's fine. I guess technically you could go at the same time if you wanted to go first. I just would prefer to keep it to the combat tracker.
Okay.
That way we don't get lost in where we are, because I forget things is really the only reason.
Wait, what happened?
You were going, so I made it your turn, and then I'll go to Emil.
Oh, okay. So, do I roll again?
No, you can keep the attack roll. You can just roll damage.
All right. I'm sorry,
It's okay.
veteran.
Ooh,
No, that's a lot of ones.
that was a lot of ones. Jesus Christ, that was so many ones.
It was.
That's unfortunate.
But I hit him again. Oh crap. And then I bonus attack him. Okay, that one hit.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. So he charges in with his sword leveled at you. You just like stab into his side and like kind of step out of the way as he like charges past you, taking a wide swing. He like sidesteps in, and you can tell he actually has some skill with a blade. Because when you come up for the second like stab, he learns very quickly and he like parries it to the side. And just as he thinks he's closed the distance to make his first attack off, you just hit him with the backside of your glaive, and we can see like the entire arm that you just hit like sizzle to like bone and fucking like melted meat. Just like completely ruined him, and he's like, ah! Ah! And he just kind of like drops his sword.
Or should have come here.
He lived here. It is Emil's turn.
Alright, Emil's like, my lord should go first. So, I'm still learning his spells. Each creature. So, how do you press control to choose multiple people?
Yeah.
Alright. So within 30 feet for a destructive wave.
Okay.
So that means everybody's getting hit, right? Is that right? Even Alma.
It's everybody within 30 feet of him? Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Yeah, they have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, that's everybody.
Alright, except my lord, you know.
No, you were in that.
Oh, was that?
Yeah, you were in that.
No, my lord, I'm sorry. Okay, so
Number 3, my lord.
so I rolled a save onto everybody.
No, just roll the save into chat.
The chat.
And now just roll the damage into chat.
The damage. So it would be necrotic or thunder.
It's both.
Oh, both. Oh, okay. So into chat.
Yep.
It's a lot of damage.
Oh crap. He just laid waste to everybody.
Yeah, he did.
Holy moly, that's a powerful spell.
Yeah. So he puts up this shield of black fire that just kind of like washes away their weapons, and when they pull them back, like literally like the spear haft is just like gone where they were, where the point was, and he kind of and we can see this like orb of black fire in his hands growing larger and larger, and he just like slams his hands together and everything around him just spreads out. Alma, it immediately reminds you of the fucking Hellfire Orb, but spread out over a larger area instead of as much damage.
I'll have that with my reaction, just to get 11 HP back. I'm having PTSD.
Yeah, so the house that he was standing on is just gone. It's just completely fucking gone. He's floating in midair, and the remaining two veterans are just kind of like looking at each other like, what the fuck?
Salutation.
That's gonna be a morale check for them. Wisdom save.
You guys got this.
They do have this, actually. They look at each other, they nod. Forwestria! And they are going to, one of them charge you, making his multi-attack.
I used my bonus action.
You used your bonus action.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Why? Oh, displacement cloak. Got it. That's one hit. Second one misses. Ooh, the third one actually hits though. That's nice. Okay, so he comes in with his sword with a huge overhanded swing. As he like slams it into your pauldron, you're just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, dude. And it just like kind of like glances off of your pauldron, and then he like tries to like stab it in, and it just bounces off. He draws his short sword, and like with a huge backswing like across your face, it like carves a rent into what would be like your face flesh. But it doesn't really bother you like at all. We can see like the wound like slice open and then just like pull itself back together, and like underneath the mirage we can kind of see your bone burning with this fire from underneath. And yeah, I think that's when we reveal Kalan's true form, because we have to. You're in combat.
Oh, so
He was a furry the whole time.
No. So, explain to everybody what you truly look like, Kalan.
So Kalan is a one of those dudes. He's like a Death Knight, so he's kind of like a demon of sorts, or he's like a what would be the
That's a lot of hydrates.
Yeah, it is. Because they want to see my cool sticker, they're going to take a sip of water.
Quench your thirst. I can't drink that much water, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom.
Go!
We'll space those out.
Yeah, he's got horns and stuff, and he's like he's like your typical very angry looking demon looking dude. He has like teeth, and they're sharp, and this isn't Kansas anymore. Like everybody's like, whoa, this guy's from a different planet.
Different planet.
Yeah, they are quite horrified at this point. The other one is going to run straight for... He can't reach the Lich. The Lich is floating. There's no building for him to get on now. So he's just going to run straight for Alma.
I had more balls than I would have. I'd be so fucking gone out of this situation.
We passed his morale save.
I mean, I just imagine that's him deciding that he's gonna die anyway, which he will.
Oh, hey,
So he might as well. How dare you? And Cyric's on the moon and she says no. How dare you touch me?
Yeah, so he charges forward, swings wide with his first attack. He kind of like twists around and like thrusts in backwards with his short sword, which you are like very easily able to deflect, but then he just like double hand slashes you with his long sword, like straight across the gut.
Ow. My tummy! I worked hard for those abs.
Almost turn.
Forgot it chimes me now. I was like, what the fuck was that?
I live by
It's
the
the last-
Geneva suggestions, waterboarding is allowed.
That's the last sound this guy's ever gonna hear. Goodbye, sir.
Oh,
Holy
Jesus
moly.
Christ.
Alma doesn't even. You know, she just. The audacity, the sheer audacity to touch me. You filthy mortal scum. She just like lifts up the Black Sun blade, just slips it through him like knife through butter. Doesn't hit his flesh or anything, goes right through his soul, and just whoop.
He just turns to ash, and the skeleton like is dustifying as it's like falling to its knees before it even completely finishes collapsing.
Filthy acid.
Your turn.
I'm still raging at the audacity.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna just be out there having a fit.
Just shrieking about how dare he could touch you.
Yes.
Ariana.
This guy's about to get it. Let's see, let's try this one out. It's like experimenting, except on poor humans.
True.
So we'll take this. We'll drag it onto this guy.
That's a failed
That's-
save.
It's not gonna feel good.
Ooh.
Psychic Lance.
We just see Ariana pick him up, turn
She's
him
mad
around,
too.
and just collapse her hand into a fist. And he just... he turns to mist. And
I'm gonna burn this town to the ground.
that is when you can hear the sound of war horns.
But now the real fun begins.
There's a distinct sound of plate armor approaching. Why are you over here? Did I forget to move you? I think I forgot to move.
Oh, so fast.
And as they make their way inside, we can see a good deal of them making ready their weaponry. You can keep your initiative or you can re-roll it.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm happy with mine.
No.
You don't have to roll it into the tower, Jihan.
Oh, okay.
That's mostly for like skill checks.
Yep. So Alma goes first again.
Rage!
Go off,
See,
girl.
one of you guys is gonna pay for something you didn't actually do. Because I can't quite reach y'all yet.
You do have your bonus action still. You are a rogue. You have dash.
Yeah. But, oh yeah. Can't do that, right? Go for the biggest one. I'm in my blood fury state. And I don't like you.
I don't like you!
This is misguided anger, I'm taking it out on you!
Ooh.
Ooh, well, I guess he is the knight. Yep. That'll be my turn.
He deflects your blow, and we can see your sword actually like melting through his blade, but he just like punches you in the face to get you off of him.
Motherfucker!
Yeah, making you mad. Ariana's turn.
Blood fury rising. Which internally pisses my child off.
Don't touch my mom!
See, how am I gonna make you guys suffer? Oh, just like this. Don't touch my fucking mom!
Kablam. Yeah, the soldier on the left side bears the brunt of this. She whips her hand out and just kind of makes a crunch motion, and all of them just kind of like take a step back, like start having mild seizures. The guy on the right took the worst of it, though. He absolutely has a massive seizure and just passes out and dies. Unlucky.
Unlucky. And that'll be Ariana's turn.
This knight is not going to stand on ceremony. He is going to charge in.
Yeah. Well, he's smarter than that one guy.
Do not think that works, does it? Oh wait, I have a cone tool. Nope. Who's gonna have to pick one of you? Alright then. Catch.
Oh, that hurt.
Takes a step forward.
Fire breath.
His hand, I'm reflavoring it. His hand is burning with a flame, and as he throws this ball of flame straight at you, when it hits you in the chest, it washes over your body, and you can feel it burning like super fucking hot. Number 2.
Yeah, that's hot.
That's hot.
It just... He just looks at the binoculars and his go on, just like, ah! Fucking almost over here getting deflected and punched in the face, which she's not a fan of. And motherfucker! See, the fun part about having Blood Fury is I can act like I have Blood Fury.
So yeah, he punches you, and then his sword just like swings out at you, which you deflect with your blade. He swings again, which you deflect again, and then he like straight up just like punches you again, and you can see that like his gauntlets are spiked. Emil's turn.
So Emil sees the damage Kalan's taken, and he says, "Heal."
Hiru. I like how we both have Sims that are like, don't touch my fucking master.
Oh, there he goes.
Ooh, that's a fat heal.
Called heal.
Oh, did you say it's just straight up called heal?
That's just straight up called heal.
Nice.
It's a 6th level spell that Jihan wanted him to have.
I can see why. It's very, very
Just a
useful.
flat number.
Oh, it's just straight up 70?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
And then he's gonna move down
Okay.
to a defensible position.
Okay.
End turn. Where's end turn? There it goes.
So, Styrian soldier number 1.
Number 1.
Going to charge. After seeing the Hierophant Lich just like holding his staff up and channeling this black lightning straight into you, Kalan, which like restores you from the wounds that you have taken. Soldier number 1 is going to charge you. Make his attacks.
Don't even try.
The absolute Chad. He's hero now. You can't stop him.
Actually, he's gonna go for the Lich. Okay.
Wait, he activated my trap card.
No, I don't.
Oh. He's so fast. What the heck?
Yeah.
Nimble. You hit me, woman. I promise you nothing but suffering.
Oh, they hate you.
I'm gonna murder you both.
Yeah. So we see them charging forward with their blades and short swords as well. They fight a lot like the veterans that you fought, but these guys actually have like armor and shit on. And they are they're doing their Kanye best, man. It's your turn, Cologne.
All right, Kalon moves, and he's not liking this guy touching Emil. You know, only he gets to touch him. So he goes for the smite, I guess. Or let me attack him
the
first.
guy that attacked the Lich is number 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then he will smite him.
Oh yeah, you have a glaive. I was like, how? Yeah, you have a glaive. I forgot you have reach.
Smite? Smite makes right. God, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, they're...
Pro.
And then he
You just like with a fucking like thrust, you just like catch him in the side and he like turns to fucking ash. Just like this fire burns him from within and like completely consumes his body and like his clothes just like collapse to the ground.
yeah,
much ash in this city, and most of its people.
and then he attacks the knight, and then he smites him as well. He's just on a smiting rampage.
I hope you're marking off your smite slots.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
And then he'll glaive him with the backhand, and he misses.
Yeah, you jammed this one that was absolutely going straight into his heart, and he uses his sword to deflect at the last moment. It tears into his armor, shearing it off and scoring a vicious wound across his torso. But he's still alive. Almost turn.
You die! Bonus action disengage to get on this side. So that is... Actually, wait a second. I don't think I can. I think they put me in a predicament. Let me double check. Because they're standing next to each other. I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Swashbuckle it up, bro.
Well, I can't swashbuckler because they're next to each other. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, shit.
For the first time in forever, I've been denied a sneak attack.
Oh, shit.
Well, in that case, let's see if they've made me pissed off enough to do this.
Derek learned something today.
Yeah, that part still... Well, yeah, that part still counts, unless I also have a ally standing next to me, which I don't at the moment. So we'll try to use this. Oh, that's beautiful. And that's perfectly thematic. Yeah, they pissed me off so much, I just went full vampire and shrieked in their face with Blood Fury. What's it called? Deathly Horror. So they're scared. They're frightened now.
Oh, they are the frightened ones. Okay, fantastic.
Is that a... Oh, that's a bonus action? Oh, now you're getting sneak attacked. Because now I have advantage on you. Now is the winter of your discontent.
I think you have advantage on attacking a frightened creature.
It's okay, I missed anyway.
Ariana.
Shit,
Sorry,
can I-
folks. I worked out this morning, so I'm starving.
Yeah, I probably should eat something too, but didn't want to do that. What goes on this? Oh, that's nice. I can drag the effect on myself. Ariana, what kind of new, weird, mind-blowing stuff do we want to do this time? Um,
Oh, you know what I forgot? What else does synaptic static do?
They remove a d6 from all attack rolls and ability check.
Good to know. It didn't look like it automatically did that effect, so
Uh,
we're gonna have
no.
to remember.
Yep. You know what? Why don't we just give him the old regular psionic blast? Pop! They're like grapes.
Yeah, his chest just explodes in a shower of gore.
Gore! It's too soon.
It's been 50 years.
that's nothing compared to me.
It's longer than you were alive beforehand.
I don't know. Time's an enigma.
Yeah. Alright. He recharge. He target. Can he get both of you now? He can! Isn't that nice?
No.
God damn, my wife is such a good cook, dude.
She is.
She makes
Pork butt.
fucking... Oh yeah, we had pork butt this week. It was fantastic. She made fucking
Oh,
meatloaf
God.
that's off the wall, dude. Meatloaf!
Oh, my mom is with meatloaf. I fucking love meatloaf because my mom slaps that shit out.
Why did it not roll for that? Okay, it looks like he failed. I'm also going to roll.
Oh no.
You both fail.
Oh no. Or get slapped around by stupid underpaid knights.
Yeah, so he just like his hand is still burning with that flame again, and this time instead of like hurling it at you, he just crushes it and then like waves it out in a form in front of him, and this like cone of flame covers the area. Number 2. When they are frightened, is there any special thing?
Let me read. Nope, they're just normal frightened. And they get to repeat the saving throw at the end of its turn.
So he can't target you with an attack. He's not targeting you with an attack then. He's targeting the area. Ah, you motherfucker with your evasion.
You might take.
Yeah, alright, so he tries to just like do an area of effect cone with his flame the same way the other one did. And with your evasion, you pass the saving throw and do not take half damage. It is Emil's turn.
Don't worry, it's only the second campaign and I'm still remembering that riposte exists.
Oh, he's moving away. He's afraid. And then he will use a vampiric touch.
That is a touch spell.
Oh crap! Can I
Undo the movement.
wait? Range itself. Oh, okay.
You make a ranged touch attack.
No, I don't do that.
Oh, right. It's an ability you channel for yourself. It's an attack that you give yourself. I forgot.
What's necrotic bolt? Is that like guiding bolt?
Yes, it's literally guiding bolt,
Oh, okay.
but it's necrotic.
All right, so he's gonna cast that on this guy over here.
The hit.
Oh, nice. And then I give him the damage.
Mm-hmm. And drag the effect onto him too.
Alright. That's it for him.
Oh yeah. A strike of black flame turns to lightning in his fingertips, and he just like blasts it at that knight.
Blam.
The soldier right in front of you is going to continue trying to attack you.
Oh, he hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a rend along your plate. Well, it's not plate, but along your armor. It is your turn.
Oh, yeah. Time for some real damage.
Damage.
Oh, God. What the heck? Oh, there it goes. And then he, wait. He attacks. Oh, I got him!
Nice.
And then he'll bonus attack, the other dude. Oh, they're fast, dude.
They are.
And then he'll move behind him for the sneak attack next round.
You don't get that, but okay.
Oh, okay.
Almost turn. Jihan's fast like those ice cream men, dude. You gotta watch them. They're gonna pull it away from you.
Fucking put this guy in his place.
And also, he makes me happy like those ice cream men.
What the heck? That damage.
Yeah, Alma just like missed onto him and turns into a blender and just leaves a big old fucking pile of meat and bone.
Sounds delish.
Smack me in the face.
He's dead.
Good, he should be. Pissed her off. Which means you pissed the child off. Oh, she has a shield. That's good to know. I mean, why not? We're Doomslayer up in here. Blam.
He has 2 hit points left.
All yours, buddy.
Alright, Emil's gonna walk up. And he's gonna vampiric touch himself again.
Mm.
How does this work? It's an attack roll? Wait. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Three.
So I heal for how much?
Half the damage you deal, right?
Yeah. So heal 3.
As Emil, as his hand is wreathed in this black energy, and he just like plunges it into this man's heart and just destroys his soul and drinks it.
No.
You can hear from across the way.
More horns. Uh-oh. Dark Souls music.
You can hear from across the town.
Evildoers, ne'er-do-wells, I
This guy.
draw my line in the sand. Your vindictiveness, your slaughter, it ends here and now. I, Albrecht of the Plains, will end you.
And as he like levels his lance, it's like gleaming in the moonlight. And roll initiative.
Can I find Steed here? Am I
Still
lucky
his
to do it?
horse.
10 minutes, I think.
Oh, 10 minutes? Oh, crap.
Yeah, it's a ritual.
I wasn't ready for this one. He's so
Still
far
his
away.
horse.
Alright, I roll initiative again. Jesus, I'm never gonna go first.
Sorry, buddy.
If it makes you feel any
last.
better, Alma and Ariana roll with advantage. That's why they're always going so
Oh, okay.
fast.
Okay.
They're speedy boys.
Oh,
girls.
crap. Emil.
Alma.
Rage! I don't like your shiny armor. It reminds me of the sun. Which I hate. Although I'm not gonna get you this turn, so I should probably chug one of these potions. To my action, that's... Yeah, I'll just take 10 hit points back, please.
Okay.
Let me move one of those from my payout.
Okay. And Ariana.
I will bonus action dodge just in case he pulls some bullshit.
Okay.
Just in case he decides to throw a lance at me and it actually hits for once. Ariana, let's teach this guy that horses are dumb.
Oh. That's a
Ooh.
natural 20.
Does anything happen on a save? He still takes the damage, but he doesn't get the other nasty side effects. Blah. Right, that'll be her turn.
So he is racked with pain for a moment before he shakes it off.
It's all right. We are protected by our Lord. His word is that we defeat this great evil.
And he takes a couple of steps back on his horse on the plateau here before charging off. And he can just make it over here. Oh, this is gonna fucking hurt her.
Do that.
Yeah. Actually... Hmm. Yes. Yes, indeed. Wonderful.
No.
No.
I knew he was gonna have some sort of bullshit throwing thing. Oh no, Emil!
His
Jesus.
lance strikes out and hits Emil square in the chest. Alma, it looks like, was able to dodge out of the way. Ariana literally just went flat on her back and it went soaring straight over her. But Emil caught the fucking brunt of it and it just hit him. He looked at you for a moment and went, "Master," and then exploded into a shower of radiance. His dusty body is on the ground right now. Oof.
How dare you?
How dare you, dude?
Yeah.
We come to your town, we fuck it up, and this is how you treat us?
Okay. Well. Is that all he- pretty much.
Okay. Oscar does not like me humming the Godslayer song.
I don't understand. That's a weapon attack, but it's a magic item, and it doesn't say that you have to use an action to do that. It just says, when you hurl it and speak its command word. So it's just an attack? That's fucking nutty.
Yeah, that means it's just a ranged throw attack, right?
Yeah, that's fucking nutty.
That's a hit.
Oh, shield. I didn't realize he was still going.
Does 21 still hit her?
Where's her AC? +5. Where am I looking?
Yes.
No.
She got 22.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the second attack.
Here, if you're gonna hit her again, let me just drag the shield onto her,
Yeah,
so
go
we don't
ahead.
have to think about it. Let me mark that point off. Okay, there you go. Oh no. Ow.
That's 2 shy. That's 2 damage die.
Damn.
An additional 7. So he throws the spear, which hits Emil, draws his blade, and just like swings it down, which cuts into Ariana.
Yeah.
I would love to share the love, Ted. I'm sorry, but he can't move any further. He's gonna have to give her the last attack right now. Good thing she has that shield, though. Just as he like is about to like twist the blade around and just drive it down through her, she like throws out this psychic ward and it glances off at the last moment.
I need 2 intelligence saves from him.
Feedback.
Yep.
So
I can't drag it onto him.
15 and 12.
Does meat beat?
Yes.
Okay, so he failed 1. So he takes 8 psychic damage.
8 psychic.
It's psychic.
Okay, Colon's turn.
alright. Kalon's gonna walk over to Emil. He's gonna say, "Get up, old man." He revivifies him.
He's not
There you
dead
go.
yet. You're gonna lay on hands him?
Oh, okay. Oh, he's not dead.
No.
Okay, I'll lay on hands him then.
How many points do you give him?
I'll give him 3.
3 hit points? Or 15 hit points?
It's 3 lay on hands, so it's 3 times my level. You said.
It's 5 times your level is your total. I think each
Oh, okay.
dot is a level's worth, which would be 5. So that would be 15 hit points.
Yeah. Plus, yeah.
62 minus 15 is 37. 47.
Lay down.
And then I'll cast a Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
Is it working?
Yep.
And then I'll make my way over.
Okay, you make your way through the broken house. Emil's turn. He is currently prone.
He uses half his movement
Okay.
to get up.
Actually, I think he can hover, can't he?
Oh yeah,
So
he
can just hover
hovers.
up.
Yeah, and then
His dusty form still swirling together.
he'll what will he do actually?
Tell me, buddy.
He's gonna cast Blight on this guy, so let me move.
Is he within range?
Lay down.
So blight him.
There you go.
So I can drag the save onto him.
Nat 20's on that save too.
Oh
Jesus.
crap. What happens if I fail?
I think it's a save or suck. I think Blight's a save or suck. It is.
Or it takes half damage.
Okay, then you can just drag the damage onto him then.
Oh, that's pretty good still.
Does not look like it halved it. Did it? Oh, it definitely did. Oh yeah, it definitely did. Yeah, he got half of half. So you can see as this black bolt of lightning like scours off his armor, it looks like his armor was made specifically to resist necrotic damage.
Oh crap. Okay. And then he'll end his turn there.
Alma.
It's the me.
It's a me, Alma.
It's me. Hmm.
Oh crap.
Touch my child! Not the bonus action to get over there. Which means no dodge, which means pain.
You don't have mobile?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Level 12 is
What am
next.
Hiya! Oh.
Dreadlord approaches them.
Oh!
Oh no.
Press the advantage.
Advantage for Kalan. That's so sweet, JJ. Thank you.
Thank you.
Neat.
Oh yeah. You lash out with your blade. He raises his, and you can see that it actually is able to resist your sword. He is wielding a magic blade as well. And when your black sunfire blade like clashes with his entire sword just ignites with the same fire that you just saw him strike your daughter with.
Ere you struck my daughter. You, sir, I need a strength check from.
Natural 20 on that too. Total of 25.
Son of a bitch. Can I even
Insane.
beat that?
That's insane.
I can't. Well, this is gonna end badly. She has a staff. She casted a spell so she can teleport 15 feet away. Mom, you're gonna have to take the brunt of that.
How does she
Me?
teleport?
The staff has that ability. Anytime she spends a spell slot, she can bonus action teleport 15 feet.
That's badass.
Which unfortunately I forgot about before he smacked the shit out of her, but
Right.
getting the shit smacked out of me reminded me that ability exists.
Yeah, these
Trying
nat
to
20s are
I'm trying to
insane.
remember that.
I hope that
Yeah,
I
he's,
can get an attack roll.
He really meant it when he said his lord was with him, I guess. I have to repost him and hope for the best. Okay. I don't think I can kill him. Well, I could if I crit.
Oh wait, there's more.
Well, it happens after the first one, so.
No, I mean go ahead. I was saying just.
Oh yeah, I know there's more. Okay, well I'll take at least a hit. Ugh, we're fucking going at it.
Yeah, so he lunges down with his sword and like slashes into you. You are fast as lightning, and you are able to like almost sever his sword arm in the same instant. And you can hear him crying out as he like kind of charges past you. Your reaction is expended, so I'm not really too worried about that.
Yep. I mean, my reaction would have been exactly what I just did with it, so.
Yeah. It's alright.
Where are you going?
He's about to get really fucking nutty, you guys. I'm sorry for what's about to happen to you, but I'm not really that
Oh, no.
sorry.
Not a Hellfire Orb from this guy.
What was your total to hit there? It was 22, by the way? As a
yes.
reaction, he uses warding maneuver. I'm going to give him 40 hit points back.
You dick.
He can get +4 to his armor class a few times a day. He uses his shield to save his sword arm. And now things are going to get fucking nutty. Okay. So first things first, you are marked because you just attacked him. So he is going to charge you. I want him to be there so he can reach everybody. Okay. That's fine.
No. Ouch.
Oh, God. No.
Go lay down. Go lay down.
That was his third attack. Now his fourth attack. And now he's going to action surge.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
You are able to maintain your thing, that's good. Third attack. Oh, I forgot to add the radiant damage on top of that.
I'm
15 damage.
no, I'm resistant to radiant.
6 more damage.
I resist radiant damage.
Okay, and that was his final attack.
Okay.
Now... No, that was 7. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's got 1 more attack.
Okay.
That displacer cloak is very nice. Yeah, so he charges in. He did still hit you, so you are going to be getting, this ferocious charge. You are knocked prone.
Oh, God.
Which, if I had applied it earlier, that would have negated the disadvantage. I should have just done it then. That's my, that's me just trying to get through 8 attack rolls in one combat action. That's gonna happen. Yeah, so he charges past you, fast like a bolt of lightning, and then turns around on the horse, like does like the rearing thing, slams back down, and again he charges. He slashes you down, Alma, turns around, batters Kalan's glaive out of the way, and like stabs him straight in the face and like twists it. And then like wrenches it out, thinking Kalan should absolutely be fucking dead, but when the Death Knight gets back up, he's like,
By the lords, Wistria must not fall!
and it is Kalan's turn.
Well, it's Piranha. Gonna fall as hard as I did.
Alright, so I use my, it's an action to use my brand of Hellfire. Oh, it's a bonus action. Well, let me see what I can do. So, are we in my stronghold right now?
No.
Is that what's happening? No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Neither one
So
of
I
you are
can't.
benefiting from domain effects right now.
Okay. Well, I use my bonus action on him. He's got to make a charisma save for Brand of Hellfire.
You got a 9.
So he's going to take an extra d6 of fire damage. So every time I attack him, he's gonna get hit with a d6 of fire damage.
Nice.
So I had advantage from the chat
Oh yeah,
from JJ.
from JJ.
So let's go. Wait, it didn't work. Wait. What happened?
You're prone for some reason. Oh, you're prone.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, let me get up first.
Redo.
Alright.
Sorry.
Ooh, crap.
With a crit. Let's go, dude. Get that fucking crit on him, bro. Super smite his ass. Use your fucking domain smite, bro.
All those hydrates hit at once.
Let's go.
Alright, so I'm gonna do a lot of damage right now.
Oh yeah. Smite crit.
Yeah.
Beat his
Let's
ass.
go.
Still standing.
That's
And then
one
he takes
attack.
it. He takes an extra d6, so I just roll that out, huh?
Roll
So you take-
additional d6, buddy, because you crit.
Alright. So
7
7.
more damage. Oh, he is barely hanging on to life. Yeah, you carve like straight through his horse's head at the same time that you like rip off one of his legs. He like falls to the ground, like tumbling down, and like he's still standing through like sheer force of will, using like his shield as like support and like standing with his sword.
And then I attack again while he's on the ground.
Get him, dude.
Rip. You
Oh,
just Elden
crap.
Ring posted him off his horse.
Oh no. I miss.
Oh no.
He just bats away your blow with his sword.
So I'm gonna go stand next to the homie over here. Just in case.
Okay.
I didn't turn there.
Emil.
Oh, Emil's gonna take it home. He's gonna use his staff of power, and he's gonna just magic missile this guy as many times as it takes. He's just gonna launch it into the air.
His don't do that. That's Vaunt specifically.
Oh,
He can still use overwhelming force.
okay. So how do you use the staff in this?
I guess you just roll a bunch of d4s.
Okay. So I get how many spells? 12?
You have charges.
How many charges? Is there 10?
I do not remember. There is 20.
20? Oh,
Each magic missile is one charge.
alright. So I'll just use 10 of them. Let's see what happens. There you go.
Okay. That's like 40, I think, if it scales that way.
Is that right?
One or more of its charges to cast one of the following spells from it.
Oh, only one? Oh, okay.
Yeah, only one.
Alright, let me retry that. I'm not sure how the staff works. I just fireball everybody, I'm sorry. What does lightning bolt do? Does anybody know in the chat?
Lightning bolt is fireball, but in a line instead of a radius.
What Adriana opened up with, or Ariana opened up with, that blew all those knights apart.
Okay, I stand here and I lightning bolt straight down.
Dexterity saving throw for this guy.
Nat 20.
19.
Fuck this
Does it-
dude.
Does it do damage?
He takes half.
Yeah. He takes half.
How many Ds is that?
8.
8d6.
8d6?
Okay.
That should be enough. Unless they're like all ones, which would be. At that point, he is blessed by some sort of deity.
Wait, too many. Is that okay? There you go. He takes 17.
How do you kill him?
Oh, we did it.
He calls upon the power. You know, the magic calls to him, and it says, "Use me, use me." And he gets taken over by the staff because he's still weary from his brush with death.
The power of this boon of a staff, gifted from the great First Lich himself, takes over Emil. And this guy had to be wearing steel plate, an excellent conductor of electricity.
That was his final mistake.
His body is absolutely fried. He is turned to meat within very armor that kept him safe. And that is where we're going to take our final break for the evening. Don't go anywhere, anybody. We will be right back after 5 or 10 with more Death Roll. Back, folks. Welcome back. Thank y'all so much for your patience and waiting. I really do appreciate it. Folks, it is a week later after the defeat of Knight Albrecht of the Plains.
Screw that guy.
Our villains. Our
Allegedly.
Our heroes have thus subjugated this town and brought it to heel. So, with that being said, I kind of open it up to you guys. I know it's the first session, but I'll give you at least a little bit of downtime. What do you do with this week?
I think Kalan would have a mind of a warlord in this studying the terrain and gaining information on the world at large.
Okay, wonderful. So it sounds to me like maybe found an organization so that you can like start a network of things.
Yeah, he needs to know everything.
This should probably be a joint effort. You good with founding an organization? A war host on this planet, Ted?
Poor host. Yeah, I'm turning everyone into thralls anyway. Or as many as I can get my hands on.
And we could get those what are those things that look like a boot full of beer? What is that thing?
A boot. I think it's just called a boot. Das Boot.
Yeah,
Das
das
Boot.
boot. Yeah, we'll write it in blood, you know, we'll like shake hands on it, you know.
So founding an organization, choosing what you would pick as your organization would be the first thing. So what kind of organization do you guys think you would be making? The choices that the book gives us are... Trying to find where it starts.
This is strongholds.
This is kingdoms.
Oh, let me pull it up too.
Heroic organizations. There we go. Adventuring party. Explorer Society. No, probably none of those. I could see you being a martial regiment type deal, sort of. I could see you being a secret cabal or mystic circle, kind of. Really, I need to know how you guys are going to go about conquering this world. I imagine this is something that y'all discuss. And you know what, actually? We shouldn't figure that out now. Y'all should think about it. Y'all should take time to figure out what you actually would want. We shouldn't decide on that right now. We should come back and decide on that next week.
Okay.
As for gathering information, I can just have you roll a investigation search.
I think I'll let Alma do the honors on that one.
I don't think I'm that good at investigation. Let me check. Normally my goblin was the one that did that. Actually, it's an intelligence stat, so maybe Ariel has a decent investigation. She's got +3.
Nobody's got investigation on mine.
Oh, well, then I'll leave it up to the dragon child.
What would you like to know?
What were we looking for?
Beyond?
Oh, so I think Kalan would probably go after the weaker regions first, or the already warring nations.
Okay.
and probably take advantage.
With that, I will pull up the map screen for viewers at home.
Yeah.
Folks, I only showed it off briefly earlier, but this is Thiva, the Veiled World. Our folks, as you can see, our heroes start here in Wistria, where the sun kind of not been covered, but turned red for the most part. There's a new kind of corruption seeping into the world over the course of this week. And, yeah, things are starting to get gross in Wistria. So your question was, what are the weaker regions, or the places for you to start in? So, you would be told in a meeting with your followers, Lucine would be there as well, I imagine, probably, because it's like a war council type deal.
Yep.
Captain, we picked Wistria because it was the most isolated. Seemed like the easiest place to pick a target at. We're not really close to anything other than Gibraltar, but everything between there is... well, it's not guarded too well. It's a lot of open countryside. Agricultural, mostly.
And then you can both hear the presence in the back of your head. When we did our observation runs before we made landfall, it seems like this entire region was ripe for the taking.
Sounds good to me. I doubt we'll have any issue walking through a couple farmhands. What about Gibraltar itself?
That's when things get a bit more complicated.
It's pretty well defended. They have walls, and it looks like they're meant to, like, hold off sieges and stuff. I mean, they have big weaponry from what we can see from where we were. I don't know. Gibraltar itself is probably going to require a full-scale invasion. We need some way to get our troops here.
Hmm.
You have one more question.
How would we go about? I don't suppose... well, we don't exactly have the funds or the means to slap up an astral gate on a foreign planet. Well, I'm sure you two can figure something out between those two heads of yours.
Kind
Some
look at
sort
each
of way
other
to
like,
stitch
never
the distance.
planned anything like this before.
I imagine if we investigated Wistria, they would have means of traversing this world. I mean, they do have the what do you call it? Economic thing going for them, don't they?
They sail around the north for things that can preserve. They use the cold to their advantage. But other than that, Wistria is basically just a shipping town.
That's when Kalon looks at Alma and be like, "Aren't you a pirate?"
I was once. Well, I mean, if you're suggesting we fill all these boats up with vampire thrall and ram them into Gibraltar, I'm all for it.
Well, that's dude.
That'll take a long time. And there's a lot of space in between us and there. We're talking weeks.
Well, we live forever. Well, I live forever.
Yeah, but how long until somebody figures out that we're here? I mean, you guys saw that night you fought him.
Yep,
There's
he
gotta
sucked.
be more of them.
Oh, absolutely. Not here, hopefully, but I'm sure they have some competent warriors scattered amongst the land.
You investigating his armor, you can see that he has like this golden sun emblem in the chest piece. It's all scorched from the lightning and stuff, but lots of golden sun iconography all over his stuff.
I think we have to sneak into Gibraltar.
Yeah, maybe we should cause some chaos from the inside.
Guy's kit. It is.
Shouldn't be too hard for us to get in. What we do from there is questionable.
Yeah, Trojan horse hit, I guess.
Trojan horse it, detonate your munitions from the inside, run amok.
Lucine says, you can call us in from anywhere. The sky is open to us. Defenses or not. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate that, fam. That means a lot.
That in mind. It might be pertinent to sneak in there, and then once we cause enough havoc to call you guys in.
We'll use the psychic link smite.
Some system for communication back here to Wistria seems necessary. We should establish a lines of communications if this is to be our base of operations on this world.
I agree wholeheartedly. Flintlock, retrofit something to the ship.
What? I need materials. I need stuff, Captain.
You have Ariana's psychic gems. Can't you make those work? Boost their range or something?
I don't know if it works like that. I don't really know anything about dragons, to be honest with you.
Jesus. You're the scientist here. I need you to experiment more.
You told me never to experiment on your daughter.
That's true.
You're gonna have to look for something back in Gibraltar. Yep. Might take a while. More than one trip. Some intel. We meet back and take it from there. Establishing a lines of communication certainly seems to be the most important thing.
That, finding out who's important in Gibraltar. Maybe some of them go missing or dead. Start cutting the heads off snakes.
Eat them.
Yeah.
They won't even know there's an enemy amongst them. And then, once civil, discourse takes its hold, we'll destroy everyone. Sure, they have some sort of king or legal council or something, We'll start at the top and work our way down. Well, once the top's dealt with, the bottom won't be a problem. We'll just charm our way through it.
I'll get you a horse.
Do we need horses?
Well, you can't show up on the Ebon Rose.
Well, I was just gonna show up as a bat. I wasn't gonna show up at all. But I guess we do need transportation for the rest of the party.
I got fine speed.
But yeah, there you go. Take that douchebag's horse.
You're saddled up, made ready, and yeah. Anything else that you'll do before the last scene?
Oh. Alma just turns into a bat and hitches a ride on Ariana's shoulder.
I imagine Kalan would like put something down to like show that he's that we've taken over. You know, maybe a flag or something.
Yeah, Lucine and your depth guard are like staying behind and like making sure that everybody that's living is no longer in such conditions. They are beginning to like they're taking over the small stronghold that was there, renovating it, you know, putting people on pikes, all that good stuff.
Yay!
Yeah, the last scene that we get is the four of you making your way to Gibraltar.
Walter, stop.
Ominously walking. Click clack, you know?
Oh yeah. Well, thank you everybody for coming to the first episode of Death Roll. This was an absolute blast. High-level campaigns are super fun. I really cannot wait to see where this goes. I'm really hyped, man.
It'll be fun.
Oh yeah.
Now we're gonna play Assassin's Creed and murder people from the inside.
I need to make a
And then the outside.
Thank you to Ted and Jihan for playing. Thank you all for being here. I love you. I
Of
appreciate
course.
You. Hell yeah. Let's find somebody for us to raid on into. Jihan, where can people find you?
Find me here and at Twitter, at Hussein Jihan. You can say hello. Don't be afraid, you know. You know I'm afraid, but I'll still talk to you.
Okay. Ted?
Pretty much Discord. That's about the only place you can find me. I'm Jitterdoll in the Discord. Y'all ever need anything, reach out to me. Say hello. I am scary. I will. I'm good. But y'all have any questions or something, or you know, any concerns? Just hit me up on there. Other than that, I don't really do social media. It's just not my thing. It's tiring. Back here, Jared talk about Twitter all the time, and I was like, no thanks. I'm good.
It's a lot.
So, but I understand that when you're building something like this, it's necessary. But yep, just Jitterdoll in the official Discord. That'll be me.
Appreciate you, buddy. Love you. Love both of you guys. Love everybody in chat. Love the community. Thank you so much for, once again, for giving a shit, for being here. I really love you. I really appreciate you. We're going to be raiding into Aeon Bar. If you think that name sounds familiar, it's because he made all the fucking maps for the previous campaign that Ted was in on this channel.
Which were glorious.
Yes. Vincent rules. He is also a player on Booty. Oh, is that... Did I misspell it? Aeon Bar. I must have misspelled. How did I... I'm just going to copy-paste. Okay.
Can't believe you've done this.
It's an Irish word, so...
Oh, is it?
Not my native tongue, yeah. Thank you again, everybody. I love you. I appreciate you. I will see you not tomorrow, but on Wednesday for Mouse Guard at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, hosted by our very own The Last Omnitect. On Thursday, I will not be live on this channel. I will be live on twitch.tv/redemptionva hosting Call of Cthulhu Under the Jade Sky. On Friday, I will be back live on this channel at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time with Saints and Sinners. Jihan's on that, the boy right there. I pointed the wrong direction. That boy right there, he's on that.
Yeah.
On Saturday, you can catch us live with Blood War at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is hosted by Ampersand D20. On Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I believe we're doing Lancer this week. I believe because we missed last week altogether. But I believe you can catch us live on Saturday with Lancer. On Sunday, Vampire the Requiem, Lost Haven by Night, hosted by... Lancer's hosted by Red. Hosted by Lost Haven himself, Lost Haven by Night on Sunday at 2 p.m. And then next week, right here at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, more Death Roll. Thank you, folks. We love you. We appreciate you. Good night.
Bye.